Why, hello there. How's it going? Welcome to my office. There's actually a super cool curved tree right here so that I can do work. It's an awesome Wednesday, March 23rd, 2022. Let's talk about hockey. Let's talk about basketball real quick. A lot of people wanting to know what my picks are every day, so I figured I would spend some time this morning on the West Coast, get all this done, and also take a look at the rest of the bracket because it's kind of interesting. I did do some work on the bracket, and it's pretty messy. I mean, my gosh, I'd say a lot of upsets this year for those who've been following it closely. And parts of the bottom part, real disaster here, like this whole Kentucky area. This is bad here. This is bad here. I mean, a lot of things that it got wrong. The only area it kind of like was the West, that I guess it had the 4 teams in the rest, and 3 of the teams in the South it also got right. But this is basically red is showing where a game was lost. Anyway, so for those who are following the AI bracket, I will work more on that. Now, as for let's do the rest of basketball real quick. As for today's games, they're right here. It looks like all favorites in order, so nothing special there. I want to talk about the 8 games for the Sweet 16. They should be right here. The odds updated as of yesterday. So here we don't really have any underdogs, and everything's almost in order. Unfortunately, actually, this is not all that comfortable on my knee. We'll pick up the computer for a second and put down the coffee. So, God, I love the beach, by the way. Get out to Southern California if you get a chance. I'm right outside. Basically, I'm in Laguna Beach right now. Very, very nice town. Very nice town. Anyway, so the games for today, or for the Sweet 16 games here, keep an eye on these injuries for UCLA. I'll find out about that. Duke has been outperforming, and I wouldn't worry about their injury number so much. I think that's longer term guys that don't play for the team anymore, or have been out for the rest of the season for a while. But we should double check the injury report. So really, there's nothing all that creative going on in here. I think that I remember, I think it was last year, all 8 games during this weekend, the algorithm won, and I believe all of the favorites won in this round last year or 2 years ago, something. 2 years, whenever they didn't have it 2 years ago, but either last year or 3 years ago, I know that in this round all the favorites won. So there's a chance for that again because it is a fighting round where these teams have already made it past a couple of games. So keep that in mind. Now for hockey, there are 4 games today, and of the games yesterday, I gave out 6 picks to friends yesterday. 6 money line pick winners, and they all lost. That was so funny. It happens like that. Sometimes you got to understand you're not going to win every day. So hopefully you didn't lose the farm for those who use those picks. But hey, going 0-6 is just as hard as going 6-0 if you think about it. So it happens sometimes. But let's talk about today. There were some good things from yesterday, real quick. Like the Rangers lost somehow 7-4. I don't know what happened there. This game was exactly as predicted. The Tampa Bay Carolina game. It went under and Carolina won 3-2. And it was like 2-1 going into like halfway through the third too. So this was a low scoring game. The under 6 hit there. That was good. But things like Philadelphia, I mean everything lost. Edmonton lost. Everybody blew leads. Nashville lost. Arizona lost. San Jose somehow beats the third pick of the day, Calgary. The only thing that was good was Winnipeg, Pittsburgh, Washington lost. Right? It was a rough day. Anyway, so today though, because I only paid for 1 hour of parking. Today we have 4 games. We have some expected goalies at this stage. Colorado, number 1 pick of the day. Pittsburgh playing back-to-back games, but against Buffalo. Pittsburgh playing very well. I can see why these are the 1-2 games here. Vancouver has not been playing well recently, and Colorado continued strength with Kemper going to net. So the lines are not good there. But then the third game is Toronto and New Jersey. I feel like Toronto's been playing better than this number here, but I'm wrong, and that line is ridiculous. So watch out in that Toronto game where New Jersey's been doing weird spoiling things lately, like beating the Rangers yesterday. So I'm scared there. And then Chicago and Anaheim. Lankinen expected. You got to wait for goalies on here because if Lankinen goes, I think Chicago oftentimes loses games. His goalie rating you see is way down at 53%. But Anaheim is also a team that's struggling, so this is a difficult situation down here. So your two strong games really, it's like Colorado to win, Pittsburgh to win. Even though those lines are not good, you still have a fighting chance to win both those games. And then if you look at what you have for college basketball today, because people want just premium little picks from me, right? Just a couple of picks. Well, today's picks, you can really only choose from these three games because the Fresno State line's ridiculous. Wilmington and Middle Tennessee. Middle Tennessee's minus 200 but has a 10% margin. That is, I guess, the other money line pick. BYU injury-ridden against Washington State. You got tough lines down here and tough games. If anything, I'm tempted to take the underdogs on the other side of this because they have better lines and these margins are so low. So people who want just a there is a 3-team parlay here based on what I'm seeing, and it's Middle Tennessee with a better strength of schedule over UNC Wilmington, a town that I live in sometimes. Middle Tennessee to win, and then those two hockey games of Pittsburgh money line, Colorado money line. That's what you got. Enjoy the day. If those three don't win, then they lost. But those are the three that the algorithm has consistency on all factors and thinks that they'll probably all win. All right, so good luck, everybody. May all your picks be winning and your days be beautiful. Good luck.